guys, so I'm back today. Just a little update on the Lara situation. So before I did this skin based on what's her name, Camilla Luddington, and well, I spent a day at the office. I had an office duty, and it's very boring. But sometimes you just gotta survive these duties. And basically, I spent the day researching her face from in the game, and I thought, you know what, even though most of her face is covered by the hair, I'm just gonna try my best and redo it and try and base it off the in-game skin anyway. So right now I've restarted the project, so this is basically version number 2, and I took a lot of images of her face and repeated this process many times because I thought I would make a compilation of all of those together, but in the end I ended up just using this one, and this was, I think, a 3/4 view of her face. And I was able to adjust this to fit most of the sim skin anyway, so that worked out well. And that was also hours of work of all the other versions that I could throw away, but there you go. So yeah, so I'm just basically adjusting, it's the same process as before, but just with a different skin this time, and adjusting this to fit the face as best as possible, and after that I'm going to adjust it to fit to basically blend in with the sim skin, the sim default skin. And I've created 2 versions of this in the test that comes after this. I've only tested the colored version. There is also a overlay version, but that one took me another couple of tries. I mean, as always with these sort of things, they take a lot of loading back in game, getting back out, watching it in the Sims 4 Studio, testing it in the Sims 4 Studio, and then making some more adjustments. And I think I'm saving all of this on my desktop, so you'll be able to see all the versions at the end on my desktop that I can then satisfactorily, that's not a word, but anyway, chuck it in the recycling bin. Because I don't need it anymore, because I was very happy with how this turned out. I think personally, and I don't know if this is because I've been watching the process for hours and hours on end, and I'm quite biased now, but I think it turned out really well. Once I actually apply it onto my sim, the effect is really good. And with that, I've also created some eyebrows for her, because I couldn't use the eyebrows on the skin itself, because I can't have it on the overlay, obviously. So I created some just some custom eyebrows for her as well, because they're not quite as full as the Max's Match ones, but I did base it off a Max's Match set of eyebrows, so they do fit in with the surroundings. Well, with the Max's Match surroundings. So here I'm just working on the eyebrows itself, and these actually, so I drag in a picture of Lara well, you can only ever see half the eyebrows because the rest is covered by hair, but actually the shape is already quite close to what the shape is supposed to be. Her eyebrows are just a lot thinner compared to these solid Max's eyebrows. But the shape overall is perfect, so I'm just thinning them out. And then I'm just going to copy that version over to the other side to get them symmetrical. Wouldn't that be great if your eyebrows were symmetrical? And then we just load them in the Sims 4 Studio, and there we go. Let's go test her skin out. So I've already applied the eyebrows, as you can see, and now we're just going to get the other skin up. So this was the first version, the one that you actually saw me make, and after that came like about 20 adjustments. And not all of them even made it into the swatches. I'm just pulling the eyebrows a bit further apart because they're a bit close. So here I'm just going to go through the swatches that I created. They're all just minor variants, but this is the one that I really like, and this is the difference is that the lips are just a bit more neutral compared to the other one, and that one has a bit more definition on the cheek. But those are the versions that I like. The rest will be chucked, and then I will upload this version as well on my website. I'm not sure if I'm going to replace the other one. But here's the satisfactory moment where I get to chuck all of the versions and start afresh. So next I'll be creating, I'm going to see how many accessories I can fit into one video. Otherwise I might have to cut it up into bits. But basically I want to create the bow and arrow. And the thing that holds the arrow, is it called a quiver? I think it's called a quiver. And the things that she uses to climb, I have no idea what they're called, but the hooks thing, the I don't know, like a snow axe, climbing axe, and the rope that is always on her trousers. And maybe because attached to her trousers is also the walkie-talkie, and it will be great because that one has a bit of emission added into it as well. But I'm not sure if I'll create that as well, but we'll see how much I can shove into one video. I might just end up taking ages just making the bow and arrow and the quiver, but we shall see. So thank you so very much for watching. This was just a very quick update, and now I'm ready to continue the series. So thank you so very much for watching. Have a lovely day, see you later, and bye bye.